Okay, good evening. I'm going to be giving a informative speech on the possible use of drones with technology. The title of this informative speech slash presentation is called Slaughterbots, and you'll see why in just a second. I'm going to show a short clip. When I watched this short clip, that's what inspired me to do it on drones, because I saw the potential use it could have in today's society.
But we have something much bigger. Your kids probably have one of these, right? Not quite. Hell of a pilot? No. That skill is all AI. It's flying itself. Its processor can react 100 times faster than a human. The stochastic motion is an anti-sniper feature. Just like any mobile device these days, it has cameras and sensors, and just like your phones and social media apps, it does facial recognition. Inside here is 3 grams of shaped explosive. This is how it works. Did you see that? That little bang is enough to penetrate the skull and destroy the contents.
Okay. So, when I first saw this, it's actually part of a short horror film, and that's kind of showing the ways it can go bad, or the ways it could go wrong, but there's a lot of potential in that kind of technology to actually help modern society. So, is this technology possible or likely? Drones, the military has informed that they've been in development of drones over 150 years. So in 2006, they actually became commercial. You can get a commercial drone pilot. So the drone technology has improved drastically, and we definitely have the drone technologies there. So second is facial recognition. This kind of blew me away. In 1967, a guy named Woodrow W. Bledsoe, a pioneer in artificial intelligence, developed a system called the RAND tablet. And this RAND tablet was pretty much the intro to facial recognition. It could determine different characteristics of different faces and separate people apart and kind of determine and know who they are, which is pretty crazy. So we've been working on that and improving that, and the facial technology today is very accurate, and it's been greatly improved. And I mean, we all have it, a lot of us have it on our iPhones and stuff like that. So when it comes to explosives and weapons, we've had gunpowder for centuries. It was known as one of the 4 great inventions of China. So we've had that forever. The technology is all there to make this. And here is one more short clip of Elon Musk kind of talking about a similar technology.
You can make a swarm of assassin drones for very little money by just taking the Face ID chip that's used in cell phones and having a small explosive charge and a standard drone, and have them just do a grid sweep of the building until they find the person they're looking for, ram into them and explode. You can do that right now. No new technology is needed. Right now. Probably a bigger risk than being hunted down by a drone is that AI would be used to make an income.
Okay, so that's pretty much just Elon Musk. He kind of says the same thing, you know. We have all the technology currently to to do all that. We're gonna skip these because we don't have time. Actually, real quick, while I was in the military, this is one of the technologies that we used. In the Middle East, they would bury bombs in the road and stuff like that, and this robot was actually created and designed to find these bombs, and it in turn saved many lives. So there's just a couple ways that technology has improved our lives in the military. But lastly, how could this technology help modern society? Well, if you think of Amber Alerts and finding fugitives, if the police force had a bunch of drones with facial recognition technology, you could just send out 50 of those and have them clear a city and go up with facial recognition. They could be checking faces, they could scan license plates and find cars, and help find those people. Stopping evil dictators. If you think about Osama bin Laden, a lot of military members were lost trying to find and take care of that problem. Patrolling grocery stores and other markets. Obviously, these would not have explosives on them. They wouldn't have any kind of weapons. Just if you think about retail stores and stuff purchasing this technology, I think people would be a lot less likely to steal items or even rob places if there were drones, flying over the aisles, and basically patrolling with facial recognition. Assisting law enforcement with on-foot pursuits. Right now they're currently using canines to do that. Police officers wear a lot of gear like Kevlar and bulletproof vests and stuff, so it's pretty heavy and it slows them down. A lot of times on-foot pursuits, guys can get away because it's just easier to run without that gear, or they're just faster runners. So a lot of them use canines, like I said, but not every police officer can have a canine in the back of their car, but every canine or every law enforcement officer could have a drone charging in their car. So a drone, if they could just put a target on them, and I assume these would have tracking devices, they could just kind of follow the suspect. And or even cars, they have drones now that can fly 120 miles per hour in seconds. So that could be used by law enforcement in many different ways, but also searching for missing persons. Living here in Utah, a lot of people will go out hiking and kind of get lost, and they'll put out search parties. If a police department had 50 to 100 drones, they could send them out around that general area or up and down that trail where the hiker was hiking or exploring. And I assume you could probably put some thermal technology in so they could see heat signatures, and it would be a lot more effective than a search party because people move slow, especially when hiking. This could certainly help find missing persons in the forest or hiking or whatever. So there's so many different ways you can use this if it is regulated without weapons on it. And that was just kind of my thought on the whole thing. So that's my informative speech on the technology of drones. So thanks for listening.